Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and XRP has had a very exciting day today, has it not? In terms of price action, outperforming Bitcoin over the last 24 hours, which to me means nothing, but I do enjoy that it perturbs the Bitcoin maxi trolls out there. You can just hear them. They're out there like, Bitcoin, no ripper, XRP, scam coin, and then they just kind of waddle around. That's exactly what they sound like, though. And you can always tell when one's around because it starts, like the immediate area, it starts to smell like sadness and room temperature cottage cheese, which is the favorite meal of the Bitcoin maxi troll. They're into some weird stuff, man. I wish they'd just stay at their bridges, stay warm next to their dumpster fires. But every now and then they like to get out and they do type up on the Twitter with their weird little troll fingers, and they type some nasty stuff. So we kind of have to put up with them from time to time. But today is not their day. And it's been interesting seeing on top of that, just set aside the interesting price activity, because when XRP goes, it's kind of fun to watch what Bitcoin does, right? But I'll tell you, there are all sorts of analysts. There's been, well, not surprising, right? No shortage of opinion on what's going on here, as well as what we can expect looking into the future. There are analysts, for example, there's one that said, just bluntly, that'd be the word I'd want to use, bluntly, XRP is the true king, which I like seeing. And there was a very short back and forth on Twitter, just a few tweets in which this particular analyst articulated perfectly in my, as far as I'm concerned, why XRP absolutely is going to be part of this bull cycle in terms of going parabolic. And I've been saying for some time, my personal opinion is that XRP absolutely is going to hit its all-time high and probably smash through it, which, to be clear, is not financial advice because I don't have a financial background, and so you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, right? I just share it in my everyday Joe Schmo opinion here. But there are reasons that it makes sense to think that XRP absolutely is going to continue going on for the ride, which I will highlight in this video. And there are other analysts who just kind of give their expectations, including one that says, you should probably, potentially at least, expect XRP in the short term to hit $130, although he doesn't think that the true rally is gonna happen until a little bit past that. I'll share with you the specifics. But as I record this, XRP is at 58.9 cents. Bitcoin is at $54,823. The market cap for the asset class at $1.7 trillion. And Bitcoin dominance down to 59.54%. And you can see, as I'm scrolling down here, if you look to the right, this is the 24-hour column I'm circling here. There's a fair bit of red here today, more red than green, frankly. So it's nice to see that XRP has been behaving. XRP has been a good boy or girl, whatever. And so you can see here over the last 24 hours, up 14.15%. It actually was up a little over 60 cents at one point. And Bitcoin down, what's this, 3.96% over the last 24 hours. Oh, by the way, Spark token, it's just doing its own thing. It's at $1.07, so there you go. Chart analyst Credible Crypto was tagged here in this Twitter thread and was asked, Credible Crypto, in your opinion, was this XRP impulse enough to likely stay above 55 to 57 cents? To which Credible Crypto responded to his now 137,000 followers, I hope it does, but this mid 50 cent level is a weekly level, so it needs to hold for these gains some days to prove itself. And then somebody else responded and wrote, I feel it will close above 60 cents this week. Where to from here, Credible Crypto? And he didn't really want to answer that, and I don't blame him because it's a little bit too soon, frankly, but he wrote, let's just let it close first, with a little winky face there. And so this is what I find from the analysts that are well-respected and have massive followings. They're not always, like if they're not highly confident about something, they're just going to be honest and say that. And I also find that these analysts that are most respected and have the greatest followings, not only are they transparent, they don't pretend to know everything at all moments in time. It's as far as the probabilities. I just find that when they have conviction, you can tell. And when they have conviction about something, that's in all likelihood the direction that things are going to go, if you can find a number of them in particular that kind of line up. And that's when I always highlight it on this channel, because for videos like this, when I share multiple opinions from all sorts of different chart analysts, it's just always interesting to find that. And I actually did find a bit of that in terms of levels to watch here. First, to the negative. Not that I think this is going to happen, but I want to highlight it too, because in this channel, the Moon Nambo channel, it's not all about gumdrops and sunshine and lollipops and puppies and ice cream. I'm going to talk about the scary sounding bad stuff too. It doesn't change my conviction about XRP. I need something material to change for me to be like, no, I'm no longer going to hold XRP. Something horrible would have to happen beyond what we've seen. And so somebody asked, Credible Crypto, planning some moves, do you believe XRP will fall into the high 40s or low 50s again tonight? And Credible Crypto wrote, if Bitcoin continues to drop, yes. And so that's why I've always joked that if Bitcoin sneezes, redo all of your technical analysis for every other coin, because it all moves in tandem and things are going to be impacted. So if Bitcoin actually continues to crater, which maybe isn't necessarily likely, but if it does, yeah, you can see a lower XRP price point, but that's an if. Because you could even see, like today, as Bitcoin started to drop, XRP went down with it initially, but then it did rebound, and you saw what I said. It's up just a moment ago, 14% over the last 24 hours, so it still kind of does its own thing. And then somebody asked Harry, at Geraldo XRP, where is XRP going, Harry? 78 cents, question mark? And he wrote, yeah, probably higher. Now, Harry is very well known in the XRP community for having called the beginning of the greatest XRP bull run in history, which ran from 20-something cents to almost $4. And he also, on the day that it topped, he called the top and he said, hey, it's cooling off now, that's it. Good run. He's something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the tweet that he put out there. And so when he says stuff like this, I'm going to go ahead and pay attention. He's got a pretty good track record. Here's a tweet from Leb Crypto, and he had this chart, and you can see this orange portion if you're looking at your screen. If not, don't worry about it. Not a big deal. But this orange portion right here on this chart, it looks like a W, and he wrote the following. If that W on the weekly plays out, and it's quite probable, then expected price action is in blue. Parabolic vertical rise into $1.30 area in second half of April or May. And so that, you know, the top of this is, you can see it shows $1.36. He then wrote, note, if $1.30 is hit as analyzed here, I do expect a very big retrace afterwards. No moonshot yet, end of year. And so just don't forget, nothing goes up in a straight line forever. Even when we do finally get that crazy parabolic activity, which I firmly believe is on the way, it's not going to be literally a straight shot up. And then somebody responded and wrote, you don't think the moonshot will come until the end of year, question mark? And then Love Crypto wrote, yes, not before end of year. And by moonshot, I mean at least $8.50. Incredible Crypto pretty well responds to that. He actually responded to Love Crypto and with like a bunch of those 100 emojis. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's an emoji that's just the number 100 to indicate yes, 100%, absolutely. And he responded with a bunch of those to a previous analysis where Love Crypto said, yeah, $8.50 minimum. But Love Crypto and Incredible Crypto, they both think it's going to go to more like $20 to $30 this market cycle. That's what they're both looking for, and so it's interesting to see that sync up as well. And then here's the tweet from DIY Investing, another chart analyst here, very pro XRP. It's one of his largest holdings, he's publicly stated. And he wrote, XRP, here comes the true king. The rest of the market watches in disbelief as the true dominance of XRP is shown. Hope you bought it, winky face. And it was interesting in his video that he put out today. He was talking about how, actually in part, I'll mention this too, how the XRP community is the best, nicest, most awesomest community in all of crypto. And when you compare him, he was even citing him to, I think he said Link Marines and that. And by the way, I hold Link, nothing against Link. I hold Chainlink. I've been holding it since 2017. But he was just citing, well, the other communities, not only are they smaller, but there's like, how did he word it? It was something along the lines of, although there are, it's kind of like something that I've said it before, which is like, yeah, you're going to get some like, let's just say interesting people, like, because look, with a sufficiently large group, you're going to get, like I say, all of God's types of creatures, right? If it's sufficiently large. But most people are just normal, well-informed people from all walks of life. And so he's basically just acknowledging that, which was kind of nice. But he fully anticipates. He's actually talking about some of the same levels that Credible Crypto is talking about. Leb Crypto has been talking about. Blockchain Backer's been talking about. And right around that 80-cent level. And there are more levels that you can chart as resistance. But what I keep seeing from multiple analysts is that 80-cent, roughly 80-cent level is really the one to watch for if you want to see XRP get above $1. Once it closes above that, yeah, then it's like off to the races effectively. Somebody named Kevin responded to DIY Investing and wrote the following. And he clearly does not like XRP, as he states here. Even though I hate on XRP all the time, I gotta say it looks like it's gonna pump at some point, if in the not so distant future. It at least appears that way right now. And so check this out, because I've been saying forever, and look, I never say, not really, that I have 100% certainty about anything in life. If I ever say that, I don't even literally mean that. It's just as close to that as possible. But for me personally, I feel as close to 100% to certain as possible that as long as this market keeps pumping, which I believe that it will. I don't think we're anywhere near the top. I firmly believe that XRP is going to be a part of that. I absolutely believe that it's going to hit its all-time high this market cycle. I'm not going to put a timestamp on it. I'm not going to make an actual price prediction. It's just a general idea that I suspect will take place, and it's not financial advice, but I really do think that that's more likely than not, because all of the market moves in tandem. And so if you can just understand a concept as simple as that, then it makes sense. Now, of course, there's been other stuff popping up that can bring fear into people's minds, and I get that. And so people do see negative action like the SEC versus Ripple, and they start getting legitimately concerned, which is a reasonable concern. I'm not saying it's not. But take a look at what DIY Investing said in response. He wrote, "If the lawsuit and delistings couldn't stop it, I really don't think anything will, LOL." And so think about that. What the hell worse news could there be? Other than some sort of bug uncovered that would make it possible to like double spend XRP or something wacky, completely unforeseen, which would actually devastate it. Outside of something completely from left field, no. Like, XRP is absolutely, and I don't believe that's going to happen, I'm just saying, but XRP is absolutely moving along with the rest of the market. So if you don't believe that the market moves in tandem, then you're going to be less likely to share my opinion. I think that people that see that the whole market does move together will be more likely to share my opinion, I would suspect anyway. Because again, DIY Investing, he made some good points here. Look, it's quite simple. In one sentence, if the lawsuit and delistings couldn't stop XRP, well, what the hell is going to stop it then? Those are the worst things that realistically could have happened, effectively. There's not much worse that could happen, all right? And so if that didn't stop it, and if it's still pumping today, is that not an indication that the market's moving in tandem? Like, and I've said this too. Like, it may be the case that you and I care about fundamentals, but the average person, I just think that they're, excuse me, look, I gotta get a sip of water here. Sorry about that. The average person that's speculating in the world of crypto, though, seriously, they're chasing green candles. And you're telling me that this particular cryptocurrency, you're going to have, while it is the case that most people don't know anything about crypto, like that are in the, think about this. I know it sounds absurd, but I believe this. Most people that are speculating in crypto, the stuff that they're buying, they know almost nothing about, or literally nothing about it. They're just chasing green candles. And so do you think, given that's the case, if you buy that argument, and like I do firmly believe that's my opinion, like if people are actually not concerned about fundamentals, even if you and I are, why would they not also chase XRP when it starts pumping? You know, like to me, that doesn't make sense. I think the whole market's just going to go. I think, in particular, I don't know for sure that every single small cap coin is, because I haven't done enough research, even last market cycle, on all of the small cap coins. There's too many thousands of coins. But literally, I know this for sure. Every single mid and large cap coin did go parabolic. I firmly believe that is going to happen again this cycle. And XRP's just artificially suppressed at this point in terms of price action, thanks to the SEC stuff. So whatever, I don't mind anymore. Like I sleep easy. I'm not worried about this SEC stuff, frankly. Not really. I think in all likelihood, like, yeah, you could get some bad law, but even as far as that goes, if you're worried about that, which is a fair concern to have, I'll just share with you my opinion. But in following what the lawyers are saying in a general sense, both to the positive and the negative, it just looks to me like the SEC is going to have quite the uphill battle defending their positions, because a lot of their positions, frankly, hypocritical and not logical. And I just don't think that the SEC, in a general sense, is going to be found to be on the right side of history, even if they win their case against Ripple, which might only mean that Ripple has to pay a fine. Well, okay, fine, whatever. So celebrate your big victory, a bunch of asshats, whatever. That's fine. You guys go ahead and do that. And then there was a video from Blockchain Backer today, which I watched, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I will say that he's still pointing out here, as are many other analysts, that 80-cent level, that is the level to watch. And so for me, all it is I'm just going to sit here and wait. I'm going to let all of the useful idiots out there that emotionally buy and sell push the price around. That's what I firmly expect these humans to do. I'm counting on it. It is part of my strategy. I don't control that. I'm just observing that they act like idiots, and they're useful idiots, and they're the ones that make the volatility possible. And I'm just going to let them push the price around, and eventually there's going to be a sufficient upward move, I believe, that it's going to cause a spark, and it's just going to fly off crazy north in terms of price action like it did last cycle. And you might be like, well, why is everything moving in tandem? Well, a couple of things on this. My usual answer is that people haven't sufficiently parsed out the differences between cryptocurrencies because it's not clear which coins deserve to be winners. But to take it a step further, actually, and I don't talk about this as frequently, but it's an important point as well. Like, money cycles. And so even if XRP is going to be the last or among the last mid-large or large cap coins to truly just like rocket and go to the moon, at some point, the people that are looking for profits, they're going to go through all of these coins. And again, mind you, these speculators, they by and large are not concerned about fundamentals at all. Money's just going to start flowing into something that hasn't pumped. And if XRP is the last one that just has not pumped, if it ends up being in that order like it was last market cycle, okay, fine. I don't care. I'm just going to hold until it happens. But my convictions are firm. I don't think people are going to leave the market until they've tapped out everything. And if you think that they're going to tap out over 8,000 cryptocurrencies, which there are on the planet now, they're going to tap out everything except for XRP, which is one of the most well-known, most liquid cryptocurrencies on the planet, on hundreds of exchanges literally the world over. You think that's going to be the one that isn't going to go? I'm not on board with that idea. It doesn't make logical sense to me. And this is just me not coming at it from a technical analysis perspective, not entirely. I mean, a little bit, because I understand historically what's happened. I'm definitely not coming at it with these sentences from a fundamental perspective. It's just understanding how humans are behaving. Do you believe that they are not behaving as I'm citing here? I mean, it's pretty damn clear to me. It's pretty obvious they're behaving just like last cycle, because there's not a whole lot of additional clarity now as opposed to a few years ago as far as what cryptocurrencies will be hanging around for the long haul. So that's what it looks like to me anyway. If you guys feel differently, well, then you can get out. No, I'm just kidding. I like diversity of thought. Tell me what you think below in the comments section. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Were my Bitcoin maxi troll impressions on point today, or did they leave something to be desired? Bitcoin, cottage cheese. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.